All right, welcome back, YouTube. So today we have two vehicles in the shop with cylinder imbalance codes. So this is a P21 what, Caleb? Do you remember?
D or F? P219D?
I thought it was F.
Might be F.
P219F?
I think that was
No, so that was cylinder 4 imbalance. So some diagnostic strategies have the, is it B?
No, it was cylinder 4 imbalance.
No, remember I said there's different strategies for
Yeah.
that, but this car doesn't. So I'm going to show you what the code is for this Equinox.
P219a.
P,
Just on it.
sorry. 219A.
Yeah. You lost it. Ready? Ready for this?
It's my mistake. 219 Apple. So for a 16 Chevy Equinox, it is saying air fuel imbalance diagnostic detects a rich or lean cylinder to cylinder air fuel ratio imbalance. You ready? So here's how this, think about what the code is saying first of all, is cylinder imbalance. The air fuel imbalance diagnostic detects a rich or lean cylinder to cylinder air fuel ratio imbalance. All right, so it's saying from one cylinder to the next cylinder to the next cylinder as the engine's firing. All right, as the engine's firing, that oxygen sensor upstream is saying cylinder 4 did this, cylinder 3 did this, cylinder 2 did this, cylinder 1 did this, and there is a problem. So this is telling you that there's an imbalance of fuel in the combustion chamber. If you do not have a misfire, you can pretty much rule out that you have mechanical problems inside the cylinder. It is possible that you have carbon buildup on the valves in a GDI engine, but most likely it is fuel injector issues most of the time. So if you have no other codes and you keep coming up with this, it is very unlikely that it's an oxygen sensor that has caused this code. So we have one here today that we know the history of this car. They've been declining a few things for maintenance reasons. It does burn oil. We are going to replace the spark plugs because if your engine's burning oil, it's leaving deposits on the spark plugs. Although there is no misfire, so I'm going to rule out the spark plugs are causing the cylinder imbalance code on this vehicle. I'm saying injectors. We have another vehicle here that they're complaining about a rough idle. And this here is a hybrid and it is a GDI engine, right? So I will tell you very likely that they have another issue here. So it could be a leaking high pressure fuel pump. I don't believe so. We have a cylinder 2 misfire on this car detected. And then we also have a cylinder to air fuel ratio imbalance. Even these vehicles that I have seen that have had bad spark plugs have never come up with this code. So if that gives you a clue to what's going on here, this car probably needs injectors, although it's probably overdue for maintenance, and we're just going to take a look. So today we have two vehicles in the shop for cylinder imbalances. I need to get a handle on what maintenance has been neglected and not neglected. Air filter is not horrible. It's not great. That's not new. We are going to see this right here. That somebody has been in here. So this is cylinder 1. All right. 1. I'm not sure what the rest of our 1, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm not sure. I didn't look it up. This is definitely cylinder 1. We have a cylinder 2 acting up here. And it's not very likely that it's caused from this. So I'm not going to get too crazy and bore you to death. But an oxygen sensor is not causing that. It is very good for the diagnostic strategy. The strategy that it's giving us is saying cylinder 2 is the problem. Cylinder misfire is the misfire coming from the coil, the plug, carbon on the valves, or the injector. That needs to be figured out. So don't go throwing a bunch of parts at your car. If you're getting this code at 60 to 100,000 miles and you haven't done any maintenance, fuel injections, GDI services, filters, it's time to tune it up and rule out all that crap. If you're not getting any oxygen sensor codes, don't waste your time. It's saying cylinder imbalance. When that cylinder is firing between 1 through 8 or 1 through 12 or 1 through 6 or 1 through 3 or whatever the case is, it's saying there is an air-fuel ratio imbalance between all these cylinders, and it should not be that way. Thanks for watching.